Hey, what's going on, team? I made an effort to put all of this together. Um, a lot of the data is really fuzzy since we're mixed up with so many campaigns, and then Pardot, not a Pardot, Pardot tied to a campaign, Pardot not tied to a campaign. So I think the best thing to do is to, take what I sent you here, and then tomorrow we can jump on a quick call and just kind of walk through it and try to pull the data that you feel fits best. The way I did it is just a timeline: May, June, July. You can kind of ignore May, but it was basically all Facebook creators. And if anybody asks or wants to see it, you have kind of your Facebook creators data right there. June was interesting. We were all about production and takeover. So production meaning we were doing the landing pages, figuring out part out, figuring out all the marketing automation, all that stuff. Um, and the spend was pretty much non-existent. It was the $2,000 to spend from LinkedIn with the 24-hour difference um, from Facebook creators, and then the $5,000 that was spent was from your existing Google ads, which I believe somebody was running and then they stopped running, and I kind of jumped in there. So again, a lot of production here. No brochures at this moment. Um, and then some really small campaigns. We spent $400 on AdWords at a $26 CPA. Sorry, on Facebook. Um, AdWords was still pretty poor at the time, but I had already cleaned up all the basics. I think before this 210 CPA, you guys were like $600 CPA. I mean, AdWords was a really easy win because the person doing it before, I don't think they knew what they were doing. LinkedIn, other than the Facebook creators, was zero. So as a whole, we were just getting basic Pardot data, not tied to a campaign because the campaign didn't exist. Um, that should give us 86 applications at $59. And then if you come down here, this $5,087 needs to be divided by the number of QAs. So actually, this is backwards. The QA number, I believe, lives with Lisa. So if we can fill this out or fill this out, we can kind of get a real number there. July, a little bit cleaner, but then we get into the ISA kind of mix in. So we launched a campaign. I think the total budget was 26 grand. 16 of that was for ISA and about $8,000 not for ISA. Let me go ahead and how do I present here? There we go. So you can see Facebook, 4,900 is a non-ISA spend. That spend brought in 69 brochure leads and 44 applicants. We are assuming around a 33% crossover, basically people that are brochure application. So that gives us 79 leads, and we're getting around $62 CPL, which is funny. You'll see what happens here with AdWords after. So again, 4892 divided by 79, 62. AdWords, again, I fixed up everything. Now we're sending traffic to the high converting landing pages. The only thing that kind of brought up our spend a little bit is that we mixed the ads with ISA. So a good percentage of the clicks were actually going to ISA, which is not tracked. But either way, it's performing very well. 93 conversions at 5,780, and it landed at 62, which is a crazy coincidence. I thought that was cool. Um, LinkedIn, $4,000. Only thing we did in LinkedIn in July was ISA specific. We did not have Typeforms tracking. Typeforms tracking through LinkedIn is kind of messy, so we were just doing landing page views, so there's no clean data around there. Um, then the total, what I'm trying to do here is, so number of leads is brochures. So we just need to figure out what number to divide that by. So if we do it around 8,000, 134, it's a $59 CPL, 59 CPL. Total opportunities created is 108. So we can do this. 108 total and then specific to campaign or campaign UTM. So when I see campaign UTMs, that gives us a MIA dash. Last month is 38. So, oops, 8,000. So 210, and then 108 is 38. So 210. 38. So I think this is pretty good. The challenge with not looking at this stuff holistically is that um, basically because of the way Pardot works, this only includes people that came through with that UTM and converted on that same device. So anything that has a multiple touch attribution actually gets grouped into the total opportunities. But ultimately, I think we want to be looking at holistic data. So that's a business, so total opportunities and total CP qualified applicants. So again, I need the QA and divide that by the 26,000 or 8,000, depending if you want to include this ISA spend or not. Hope this helps. I know it's a bit confusing, but let's jump on the call tomorrow and chat through it. Thanks. Bye.